Looks like everyone's gone. Let's head to the common room.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
아니네, 3학년인가? 레벨 3 자물쇠라니. (1학년)
Hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Arthur's got
You don't need to be
Lumos.
frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, he went that way.
Hope they
Word
can
up.
catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
그래 맞아.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
뭐야?
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on
Revelio.
it, and we'll see what the guide says.
어. 음. 1%.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and
Revelio.
outside the castle.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
지도 열기. 도서관 별관. 아.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
맥주.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
내가 좀 잘 피하지.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
이 게임 리얼 사람처럼
It may
만듦 어떻게
require a bit
미남 미녀가
more
없냐 키크.
flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to
오히려
share
좋아.
details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
지도를 열어라. 아시오, 레비오소. 레비오소라는
The
걸 먼저
map is
배우자.
enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
마법 나침반을 사용하라. 잠깐. Yes.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
난 상자를 찾으러 왔는데 웬 고양이가 저 위에 있는 건가? 아 여기가 아니야. 아 여기 있는 건가? 퀘스트 시작.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
균형을 잡고 가자. 레비오소.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised appearance. Good. Now, well done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
I do enjoy live duels. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner.
그냥 막 패면 되지.
You give as good as you get.
마법 은근 잘 만들지 않았냐?
지리네.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you. Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
오, 돌아가기. 야, 길 막지 마라.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
오호. 정말 재밌겠는데?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
뭔가 이상한데.
Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Levioso!
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
레벨 2 자물쇠.
Everyone knows you can't conjure food. Haven't you seen it? Do you think it's possible to see a half-transfigured state?
Lumos. Levioso. Revelio.
그래서 뭐 울리는데 저거. 헤이. 그렇군.
Revelio.
그러면 이제 다음. 모두 퀘스트를 진행할 수 있어?
What are you up to now?
위층으로.
Transfiguration requires such precision.
슬리데린.
Lumos. Revelio.
어디서 자꾸 소리가 들려? 어디? 위층인가? 넌 무엇이니?
Levioso. Lumos.
오, 씨.
루모스.
야, 뭐야 이거?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
아, 이런 탐험 요소 좋지.
Revelio.
아, 저 어디서 들리는 거지?
저 그림 위치랑 똑같은데. 가야 됨.
그래. 띠링.
거기서 루모스 쓰면 나비가 따라옴.
나비가 따라온다.
Lumos. Lumos.
저 나비 봄에 그 나비를 데려와야 됨.
아, 요 그 큰 나비. 나 아직 여기 잘 모르니까. 저건 다음에 하고. 여기서 이렇게 삼색 고양이를. 그래.
Protego. Revelio.
아, 요 방울 소리.
Lumos. Revelio.
어딨니? 오호. 오. 공격력이 올라갔다.
이 방울 소리 게임하면서 집착하게 됨.
벌써 집착하는데 나는. 좋아, 공격력이 올랐어.
Revelio.
띠링.
Simply glorious. Let me guess.
Lumos.
Villa blood.
내가 곧 도입부인데 8시간인 거 아님.
Oh, don't tell me. Muddle pattern, isn't it?
나 아직 메인스트림 제대로 시작도 못한 키키읍.
Revelio.
마법이 아주 많구나. 오호. 띠링. 아, 여기가
My young friend.
여기 연구실이야? 어?
Levioso. Levioso. Lumos.
나한텐 못 주겠다 얘기야.
걔는 나도 아직 푸는 법 못 알아냄 키키읍.
어? 아, 여기
Lumos.
있었어. 어허, 이런 곳에. 가자. 자, 밑으로 가자. 아, 가까운 데 있었네. 나비를 여기서 찾다니. 잠깐. 맞지. 가자. 오 마이 갓.
Revelio.
방울 소리. 더 위인가? 어차피 수업하러 가야 되니까.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
My mother makes
We sometimes have to
Yeah,
remind
Pakistani.
him to finish the lesson.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752?
it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, well,
Revelio.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the
왼쪽
boy who
부터.
says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it
영으로
wasn't. It was
시작해.
Basil Flat.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
가운데
In
말
trouble
걸면 수식
you'll be,
보여줌.
but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
어허.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
여기가 물음표 하나짜리. 여기가 2개짜리인가? 2개짜리. 하나짜리. 그럼 2를 찾아야 되네. 0, 1, 2. 얘잖아. 그리고 하나 더. 얘가 1이면 7 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 갖고 와. 안경.
나 그거 알아내는데 한참 걸림 키키키읍.
그래? 와우. 전설급이야. 오우 쉣. 이야. 전설이다. 좋은 힌트였다.
처음에 동물 다리 개수인 줄 알고 키키읍.
나도 그 생각했는데. 오호 쉣.
Revelio.
탐험만 해도 한 100시간 찍겠는데? 상자.
The sorting hat.
저 날아다니는 종이는
I tried to close the attic.
마법 배우면 수집할 수 있음.
Levioso. Revelio.
종소리가 되게 멀어졌는데. 이건 뭡니까?
Lumos. Revelio. Levioso. Protego.
레비오소.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
점점 멀어진다. 뭐야 이거? 필요의 방. 여기 뭐 하는데요?
Revelio.
아니 그건 나도 못 찾았는데.
This will be more useful when I have something to
오,
identify.
이거 그거네. 감정 스크롤 같은 거. 에이, 고블린. 말 못 봐.
Revelio. Levioso.
딱히 없네. 들어갑시다.
Revelio.
아, 여기야? 와우. 하나 더 있어? 어디야? 굉장히 가까운데.
Levioso. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
저 상자 갖고 와. 아, 너무 멀다. 이제 슬슬 수업을 받으러 갈까?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want
이게 아닌가?
Revelio.
임도함.
아, 나도 해. 아, 이거 탐험이 참 재밌구만. 시작.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
환경 미쳤네.
Thank you.
그거 중독되면 게임 모남 키키읒.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new
바로
student.
중독돼 버리기.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of
나도
charm
하고
work.
싶은데
But
너무
I
바쁨.
am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
갓게임이긴 하다.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
벌써 재밌어.
Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
빗자루랑 마법 동물 타고 날아다니면 얼마나 재밌을까? 난 벌써 기대된 키키읒.
벌써 설렌다 이 말이야.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt
소설도
objects
다 보고
you so
영화도
believe
다
they
봤는데.
are and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
아씨요. 자, 가자.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember,
이걸로 아까 그
potential is
돈이
nothing
나바당.
without practice.
아, 그렇구만.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Wow.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
아시오를 쓰라고?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charge at the last possible. That's it. Not to worry.
아.
Excellent control there.
오? 그렇지, 그렇지.
Splendid.
떨어졌다.
Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
한번 해봐.
Let us see this.
야, 개사기. 야, 좀 봐주면서
That
해.
is how it's done.
참네.
Accio.
나도 감 다 잡았거든.
That's it.
Here we go.
아니, 좀 봐주면서 하라고.
선의 키키읍.
아, 쳐내는 방법이 있구나. 큰일 났네 이거.
Nicely done. Watch this.
진짜 한번 쳐내야겠다.
There we go.
오케이. 각도 잘 잡고.
Accio.
최대 출력으로. 팡. 그렇지.
Oh, that was an execution.
좋은 어드바이스였다.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
어허, 이렇게.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
해봐.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
끝났지?
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good.
이지 한번. 아니 왜 이렇게 세? 안 되겠구만 이거. 슬슬 땡길 때가 됐어. 자, 각도 잡으시고. 와. 빵.
I will get you back for that. Let us see this.
에이, 안 되지.
There we go.
Accio.
Easy.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
아, 저 용눈깔 미치겠네.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
저거 전설
I
안경인데.
transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it,
저 안경
we
포기할
had
수
left
없다.
Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
와가두?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
대단하다.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Revelio.
You can use Accio on humans.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather.
이쪽 같은데. 저 방 열어야 되나?
Accio. You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
오케이.
Revelio.
레벨 3. 자물쇠를 땁시다. 이거 언제 배우는 거야?
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
그렇구나.
Hope your first day's going well.
자네
You
그리핀도르인가?
certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
I don't know what Madame Hurrah was sees in the Melon. She's not that good at flying.
여기서는 안 들리는데 이렇게 하면 위쪽에서 뭔가 들린단 말이야. 되게 크게 들린다. 여기서는 안 들려. 아 정말 모르겠다. 진행할 거 하면서
Revelio.
찾아봅시다. 아 그러고 보니 아까 종이 당기는 거 그건 당겨야지. 내가 못 참지. 종이 당겨. 아, 자물쇠.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
어디 있을까? 바로 위에 같은데.
All of the shopkeepers.
Accio.
예스.
Revelio.
아하.
Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio.
안 돼. 이건 뭐야?
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Look at me!
어? 뭐야?
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
아무것도 안 되네.
In trouble, are we?
Revelio.
Good. Thought as much.
Accio.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a T. Fills our stone hearts with joy.
나가야 돼.
Revelio.
연신교실.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
좀 인상이 많이 변했지.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before
나도
you
도비
arrived.
갖고 싶어.
I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told
도비
me.
너무 부럽다.
Isn't there?
부럽다 이 말이야.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
네티가 나싸인가?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our
네티가
most
여자.
talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's
세바스찬이
undesirables
남자.
en route.
Rookwood?
A rather
그 뭐냐
unsavory
비밀
local.
결투
Best to
클럽인가
avoid him
거기
and his
나오라 했던
associates,
애구나.
including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow,
이응은.
if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment,
제가
your
세바스찬.
friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at
너랑
the Three
공놀이 한 해가
Broomsticks.
냈지.
로넨 교수.
Revelio.
굉장히 가까운데? 바로 앞인데? 아 여기 있구나. 오케이 오케이. 예스. 5분 변신.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. Got it. Accio. Revelio. Levioso.
갖고
Revelio. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
너희 녀석.
Accio. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much
Revelio.
trouble.
바로 여기 있었다.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
쫓아온다. 레파로.
That's it. Very good.
Repair.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
요.
Accio. Revelio.
좋았다, 좋았어. 네티 만나기. 또 날라다니는 놈 있구만. 일로 와.
Accio.
Just know it.
Lumos. Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
내가 이미 다 해결했지.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
내가 여기 지리를 모르니 뭐. 여기 대충 여기 요런 데네. 뭐야?
아키오.
열고 싶은데 나도 열고 싶은데 열 수가 없단다. 나에게 그런 기술이 없단다.
Human transfiguration is painful.
야 이거 뭐 이렇게 많아? 야 또 왔다. 자 어디 볼까? 하나 둘 셋. 그러면 13, 8 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 물음표 하나짜리. 그리고 2개짜리 어딨어?
Revelio. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
가까운 곳에 있었구만.
A beginner's guide to
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
그러니까 두 개가 애초에 어디 있는 게?
It's always so exciting.
Hey.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
말하지 않을래.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth!
Revelio.
I should have seen that.
두 개짜리가 안 보이는데 아 여기 있다. 아 오케이. 어디 있는지 알았으면 끝난 거지. 왜 이렇게 9 9랑 5 64 나머지 3 오케이
I've been sending out.
딱 돼 일로와.
Doesn't seem right to me.
날 전설템. 인색 스카프. 아. 와, 최고급. 오졌다.
Revelio. Accio.
어? 뭐야? 일로와 일로와. 얘는 어디까지 내려가면 돼?
Off on another adventure, are we?
쭉 이어지고 있는데. 어디까지 가면 될까? 뭔가 있는 건 확실한데.
Repairer. Accio.
이 열쇠 구멍 어떻게 해야 될까?
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
오케이. 뭔가 있는 건 확실하구만.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Repairer. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
여긴 아무것도 없다. 스웨터경. 와. 여기 하나 더 있는데?
Revelio. Accio.
쟤랑 연결시키면 되나? 일로와 일로와 일로와.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
아닌가 보네.
Levioso. Repairer. Accio.
I'd be glad if they let us convene at the Three Broomsticks instead.
Repairer.
Said she carved her initials.
Revelio.
노래는 저기.
Revelio.
네, 네티 만나러 갑시다. 이제 슬슬 진행해야지.
I like sitting around.
이건 뭐야?
Revelio.
이거 무슨 표시야? 오. 좋구만.
Revelio.
이거 무슨 표시지? 아, 저 위구나. 그럼 됐어. 서브캐 표시네.
Accio. Revelio.
하나 더 있어. 어디야? 하나 더 있어. 뭐 이렇게 많아?
Revelio.
정말 많군.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
아, 이건가? 하나 더 있다고? 오씨.
Hello, looking for me?
이거.
Revelio.
아, 참 많네 여기. 레벨업.
Reparo. Accio.
그래 이제 가볼까?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.